Welcome in again, everybody, to Age of Wagers. I am your host, Brian Allen, and I hope everybody enjoyed their Memorial Day holiday. Obviously, a very important day, remembering those who sacrificed for us to have all of our freedoms, including sitting here on YouTube talking about baseball and actually winning on occasion. Also, I had my youngest son graduated from high school yesterday. Yeah, I know it's that time of year, so yeah, congratulations to all of the graduates out there. You're probably a lot of graduates in the comments. I'm hoping. Maybe you hadn't started the gambling trend yet. I'm hoping, although again, what we're gonna talk about is completely free. I should mention that, but. And I will, I guess, since we kind of, it came up, I actually, especially if there are any grads in the comments, please don't listen. I placed my first bet on, somebody played it for me, but I did, I guess you might say, my first horse racing bet at 13 years old. I'm from Louisiana, y'all. It happened. My stepdad went to the track. We were trying to bond. He was largely a terrible person, as you might have evidenced by gambling with your 13-year-old. That was the beginning, just the beginning of the problems there. I won't go too far down that rabbit hole, but I will say, hey, it did let me know at age 13 that I had a skill that was a little bit uncommon, and I would even put a pin in it, come back to that later, and at age 51, figure out what I want to do with the rest of my life. But again, it is really never too late for that. That, I guess, would be the message I would give any graduates or career day kids if I spoke to them. The next gambling tout you see called in for career day at elementary school will probably be the first one that is ever called in. It does not do, I guess, well in the popularity. You know, they want firemen, police officers, maybe lawyers even, you know. No, okay, last story, I certainly will get that stuff about baseball, but I did, by way of lawyers, I did a commercial, one of those terrible commercials you see during Judge Judy in the afternoon, like, hey, I still remember the line, after my car accident, I've got all these bills piled up. I need money fast. There's a dramatic pause. Somebody literally off camera, the leaf blower, blows all the bills around the table. I catch one. Wow, that was fast. That's what people do before they start their YouTube content creator gambling tout career. I will find the video somewhere and upload that if I can find it for anybody that wants to see it, or maybe even doesn't want to see it. I don't know if I want to see it, but it is a thing that I did. I guess at some point we'll talk about, hey, crazy jobs that Brian has had before he found his life's work as a gambling content creator, thanks to gambling with his stepdad at age 13. Anywho, Ronald Acuna cashed us out pre-Memorial Day weekend and graduation, all those things. So still hot, still streaking, and I went before we get deeper into that, for everybody that doesn't know, and there's probably a lot of people that don't know for the numbers I've been seeing, Beat the Streak is a contest that I really kind of focus on this channel. It's a thing Major League Baseball does, but doesn't promote all that well, which all you gotta try to do is pick one batter, just one single solitary batter that gets a hit. If you can somehow repeat that process 57 times in a row, you can win $5.6 million. Sound easy? Yeah, so easy in fact that literally nobody has done it in the entire history of the decades they've been running this contest. So yeah, as I say on here, this pick I'm about to give you, these picks again have been cashing at an insanely high rate, as some of you in the comments have noticed. You can personally do whatever you want to with these picks. You can do parlay. I've been doing Hit Streak Survivor over on Splash Sports. That is not sponsored. They're just the only people I know that are currently running a contest like that. So that's where I've been playing. Anything you want to do with these picks is absolutely up to you. I guess it's probably a good point there to say, hey, I am not a financial advisor or anything like that. I'm clearly a YouTube content creator. We'll give the other disclaimer, hey, while I give you this pick, I may use some other picks online in I promise you I will, because I'm giving you one pick that I'm going to put into Beat the Streak, but I'm going to play lots of other contests on things I'm sure you probably are also. We love this stuff. That's why one of the reasons I declared that we were living in the age of wagers, because if you remember how hard we used to have to work to do this. Back in the day, you might have to find, Jimmy No Thumbs in the parking lot, and he might break your knees if you if you didn't pay it back. It's not like that anymore. It's on your computer. It's on your phone. In case of Beat the Streak, it is completely free. Again, you can do it on your phone, computer. However, it's a totally different atmosphere than the way we grew up. You don't have to go to the track. You don't have to go to a sports book. It is a whole new era. I've chosen to christen as the age of wagers. I remember I said I wasn't going to do, one more story. I remember the first time I actually set up a gambling account. The guy I was working at Kroger, I want to say, so I set it up through the customer service window at Kroger. I'm wiring, I think, $100 to some guy named Maurice in, Antigua or somewhere. It looked shady. It absolutely did. I'm sure my coworkers at that point thought I was in the mafia or something, but that's the kind of stuff you had to do to gamble back in the day. We ain't got to do that anymore. You have to set up crazy offshore accounts with dudes named Maurice. Hi, Maurice, in the highly unlikely event that you're still watching this or still alive. But yeah, now it's really easy to do. As I said, it's on your phone, your computer, whatever. So many ways to do it. We'll talk into all prediction markets. There are so many ways to place a bet or do a fantasy contest of some sort. Around here, we're going to talk about them all. As I said, the one I'm focused on right now, because again, not many people are doing anything in this content space, including Major League Baseball, and it's their content, is Beat the Streak. So what I've been doing, I have obviously not cashed 57 in a row yet. I'd probably be on vacation somewhere. Nobody else has either. Somebody asked me, hey, how's the leaderboard going? Are you worried? I never get worried because nobody so far has actually pulled it off yet. Even though I see somebody at 35, 40, I just assume the streak will eat them at some point as it is eating everybody else. I hope somebody wins. I think that would actually be the best thing for the contest. If somebody wins, I hope that happens, even if it's not me or anybody that's in this community. All that said, we need a pick for today. I feel like I have a good one. We're going to go with Brandon Lowe of the Pittsburgh Pirates because he is going against, I'll admit, my favorite team, the Chicago Cubs, Jameson Taillon. I had to look that up, but yeah, that's apparently how they're saying. Yeah, I should pronounce it Jameson Taillon, however you pronounce it. He ain't been good. Yeah, I feel mercenary, but betting against my favorite team, essentially, it is what it is. You really have to remove your emotions from a process like this. Out of all the people, because again, Jameson has an ERA over 5 right now. He is getting roped. Am I happy about that? No. But and we can't take him off the mound because the Cubs have a lot of injuries at the pitcher position right now. Jameson's best use right now is, hey, he's going to eat up innings. If he wins a game, he wins a game. Yeah, the Cubs GM was explaining that, everyone wants him to go get an arm. You can't even go get an arm right now. We're not even in June yet. Nobody has really completely, because for people to be trading pitchers, they have to some extent, given up. It's not going to happen for them this year. Not in June, nobody, or not even June yet. May 27th, nobody is doing that. There's no cavalry coming right now. They got to keep running Jameson out there every 4th or 5th day to give up hits. It is what it is, unfortunately. For you to be able to get an arm, the person trading that pitcher basically has to have given up on competing this season. It's not even June yet. Pretty much nobody's done that. There are no available arms for them to run out and get right now. So unfortunately, this, kind of is what it is. They got to keep running Jameson Taillon out there every day, every 4th or 5th day to get shelled. I, as a Cub fan, am just assuming Brandon Lowe is going to get one of those hits. Did I say Lowe? I believe it's Lowe. All these pronunciations, but yeah. Under the assumption Brandon Lowe is going to get one of those hits. Because actually, he's in 14 at-bats against Jameson Taillon. He's batting almost 300, 286. Of the 4 hits he has gotten in 14 at-bats off of Jameson Taillon, 3 extra base hits, a double and 2 home runs. So when he hits him, he's hitting him hard. And again, in a season where Jameson is over 5, everybody's hitting Jameson hard. So all the data right here appears to be in our favor. Hate to say it, because, you know, it's one of my team, but bad pitcher going against a really hot hitter and somebody that absolutely crushes him when he's on the mound. So Pick Day will hopefully see you tomorrow celebrating yet another hit.